Bold and Beautiful, 4720, 1210, 2005.
You can't forgive my hypocrisy with Brooke? Please, Rich, this has nothing to do with Brooke.
It has everything to do with Brooke. And the way you've treated her all these years. Condemning her for all of her mistakes. For being human. My God, Taylor, if you can't see that...
Taylor, please don't do this. Please. It all happened so long ago. Please don't say one word of this to your husband until you talk to me. Please call me.
What's going on?
Oh my God, you scared me.
Next time I'll send a mariachi band ahead.
Do. I thought you were in bed.
What, instead of lurking around? Eavesdropping? So this mysterious message you just left for Taylor. What exactly shouldn't she tell her husband? Come on, Mother. You can tell me. I'll take it to my grave. Literally. Here you go, sweetheart. Here's some warm milk and honey.
Mom? Perfect.
Is there anything else I can get you?
Oh, just a crystal ball, maybe.
What would you do with that?
Peer into it and see what's going on over at Ridge and Taylor's.
To see if Taylor's telling Ridge about kissing Hector.
And what Ridge's reaction is.
Well, I can pretty much guarantee how the dressmaker's gonna react.
Especially if there's more to it than just a kiss, which I picked up from Stephanie earlier.
What are you talking about, an affair? St. Taylor and the heroic fireman?
I know. It's really hard to believe.
But if it's not an affair, then what is it? Mom, maybe you should just call over there and check on Ridge.
Maybe you ought to just stay out of it and not get sucked back into his life.
What I see is that Brooke has been a problem for us in the past. But right now, I'm pouring my heart out to you. Confessing my sins, I'm asking for forgiveness. Because with forgiveness comes healing. And with healing, a chance to start over again. To get things back the way they were. And I know we can do that. This isn't about Brooke, Ridge. This is about us. Working through our feelings. And repairing this damage and rebuilding the trust. I just want to make our marriage healthy and whole again. I know this isn't the right time. This is the worst time to ask you something like this, especially what I told you about James now. I just need to know, Ridge, that you want what we had back as much as I do. Please, sweetheart, tell me that's what you want.
Honey, please don't say things like that.
It's true. With dead men, or women in this case, tell no tales.
I don't want any gallows humor.
Mother, if I don't, I'll be a basket case, and you've seen it. It's not pretty. So, Ridge and Taylor, what's skinny?
Oh, it's nothing for you to be concerned about.
Ooh, that's juicy, huh?
Felicia.
Well, fine. You know what? You don't want to confide in me. I'll just go back to the guest house.
Oh, don't be such a schmuggle brain. It's not that I don't want to confide in you. Don't you have enough of your own to be worried about?
So there is a problem.
Taylor made a mistake a long time ago, but she never told your brother about it. And now she wants to confess it.
And you're advising her not to. Why am I not surprised?
Please, sweetheart, say something.
I don't even know who you are anymore.
I haven't changed. I'm still the same woman you fell in love with.
No, you're not, Taylor. You're different. The Taylor I thought I knew kept something from me for a very long time. Something very fundamental to our marriage. But it wasn't just you. It was my mother, too. The two women I respected most in the world, and you both conspire to keep the truth from me. Again.
If you're talking about your mother keeping the fact that Massimo is your father,
She lied to me, Taylor. Most of my life. Made me believe I was someone I wasn't. I guess I should have realized then that she wasn't that pillar of virtue that I always believed. But I wound up forgiving her. Now to find out that my wife, who was always the symbol of integrity and fidelity, was with another man.
what time? Under very unusual circumstances, Ridge, which you said you forgave me for.
But forgiving the hypocrisy, Taylor, still doesn't excuse it.
We're back to Brooke again?
You always took the moral high ground with her, didn't you? You and Mother ripping her apart at every chance you got. You know what really rips me apart, though? You knew what a hypocrite you were being. And you still did it. Whenever Mother would call her a slut and a whore.
I never called her those names.
Well, you didn't defend her either, did you?
Because you were always so quick to.
I admit there were times when I stood by too. And I shouldn't have. I'm not proud about that. But the difference between us, Taylor, is that you were living in a glass house. You were the one living in a glass house, and you were the one throwing stones at everybody. Well, eventually you gotta pay for the damage, Taylor. In ways you never dreamed of, in ways you never expect.
Here you go, sweetie.
Mom and Ridge are always going to be a part of each other's lives, sweetheart.
Well, they have a son together. That doesn't mean... You don't need me telling you how to live your life.
You're not, honey. You just care about her and you want what's best for her, just like I do.
And you think that that's Forrester.
Well, like I said, I don't want anything to happen to that marriage, but if something should... I mean, Mom, you and Ridge have such an amazing history together. And it was a pretty intense love story. If you had the chance to get that back, I don't see why you wouldn't take it.
Mother, you should let Taylor handle this her way.
Even if her way means the marriage would end?
It's really that serious?
I know your brother. He can forgive many things, but this...
Now, are you sure you're not overreacting? This is Taylor we're talking about. I can't imagine anything she could do would ever be... But that's not what you're most worried about, is it?
Brooke, I'm afraid she'll take advantage of the situation.
You're worried that Brooke will go after Ridge.
As fast as her beautiful legs will carry her to him.
Well, Mother, they do share a son together. So if Taylor and Ridge break up, God forbid, but if they did, would it be so terrible if he went back and reunited with Brooke so they could raise RJ together? Forget I said it.
I just hope that Ridge doesn't forget how much he and Taylor mean to one another. And if she does tell him, I hope he's mature enough to forgive her. Because for me, the alternative is unthinkable.
Sweetheart.
Oh, I know, Mom. I know there's a lot of water under that bridge, and no marriage is perfect. And you don't wish any more harm on Ridge and Taylor's marriage than I do, but I also know you. I know you're a strong woman that loves her career and loves being a mom to RJ and Hope. But it's stressful being a single parent, and if you could raise RJ with Ridge, I don't see why you...
Bridget, I really think your mother's managing fine.
I know she is, but I also know what it's like to grow up without a father in the house. RJ's still so young. If Ridge could be around, I just think that... I'm sorry, I just want every wonderful thing for RJ and Hope, but most especially for you, Mom. What are you trying to tell me?
I think you know. You've treated Brooke so unfairly, Taylor. How can you just expect it?
Expect what? What, for you not to bring Brooke into this like I asked? My God, Ridge, I just bared my soul to you, my soul, okay? I don't want to talk about Brooke, but you keep bringing her back into it. I don't want to talk about Brooke. I want to talk about us. I want us to start communicating so we can start healing.
You had time to communicate, Taylor. You had years and years to tell me about James, but you didn't. You know, the one thing I always thought I could count on with you was your honesty. I treasured you for that. I treasured us for that. Now all those moments that I thought I believed in, they just seem false to me. They seem like they're not real. They don't mean anything to me anymore. My perception of you went into almost every decision I ever made, Taylor. Including the one at my mother's bedside to give up my little son and Brooke. It was the most gut-wrenching decision of my life. But at the time I thought, how could I not choose an angel? Because that's the way I saw you. Perfect beyond reproach.
I'm not perfect.
But that's the way you wanted me to see you. That's the way I saw you. You wanted me to see you as beautiful inside as you were outside. I don't see that anymore, Taylor. In fact, I don't even know what I'm looking at anymore.
What are you doing?
I can't be around you right now.
No, please, Ridge, don't leave.
Can't stay here.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. No, no, no. No, we're not going to end it this way. No, Ridge. No, I won't let you leave like this. No. Oh, God.
She's getting pretty good at that, isn't she? quite figure out what it is.
I don't know. It's pretty, though. So is Bridget...
Gone. Asleep. Out.
Oh. Not only is she eating for two...
She wanted to apologize, too, because she kind of loves the gossip. She just couldn't keep her eyes open.
Yeah, well, there's plenty of gossip around when it comes to the Forrester clan.
So, Ridge and Taylor. Do you think they'll split up?
Well, if you're asking me what I feel about that...
I'm not. You know, it's none of my business. Forget I asked.
It's none of mine either. Stephanie so pointedly reminded me.
Was she pretty rough on you?
She's running scared. Now that her protege of perfection has fallen off of her pedestal, she's envisioning all sorts of crazy scenarios. With me, once again, as the seductress in waiting for her precious little Ridge. You know, enough about that. I really don't want to talk about that.
Good.
I'd much rather talk about you and what a wonderful job you're doing with Bridget. How you're taking care of her. She's really at peace, content. You're truly an amazing man, Nick Maroney. Well, I guess I better get going.
Hey, listen, thanks for coming by. I know it meant a lot to Bridget. Meant a lot to me, too.
Good night, Nick.
Oh, Brooke, hang on a second. Forgot this. Look, I probably don't have any right to say this, but I'm gonna say it. If Forrester and his wife don't patch things up.
They will.
No, if they don't. I know he's a father to RJ, and I know the history that you two have had, but you know, it just feels so wrong. If you were to go back to him after what he's put you through.
Nick, it's okay. I understand. All right, well, good night again. I really do appreciate everything that you're doing for Bridget. Everything.
Ridge, please listen to me.
I've heard enough for tonight.
You haven't heard what's in my heart.
I thought I knew, Taylor. I thought when I looked into those incredible eyes, I was looking into your heart. The most honest, most pure heart of anyone who'd ever touched my life. And now, in a few fragile minutes, it's all changed. Our relationship. Who we were as a couple. It all seems like it's suddenly just unrecognizable to me.
No. No, no, you don't mean that. You can't. No.
You think I wanted this? You think I wanted to see you the way I see you now? Taylor, when I thought you died, I wanted to die too. When I saw you in that cemetery, with the light blasting from behind you, that's who you were to me. You were the angel that returned to me. That's the way I saw you.
No, don't say were. I want to be that person. I can still be that person for you.
What, an angel placed on earth for me? That's what I've always seen you as, Taylor.
I'm still that person. She hasn't gone away. Please don't look at me like that. I know you're disillusioned. I know you've lost faith in me, but please don't lose faith in us. We can work through this, Ridge. Please don't let it defeat us. Please say you believe that. Please say you believe in us. No. Rich! No. Please. Oh, God!